Willie D Live.
What's up, family? You've probably heard about the case of 62-year-old Stephanie Dow, who was murdered in November during a conjugal visit with her husband at Mule Creek State Prison in Northern California. What you may not be aware of is the case of 47-year-old Tania Thomas, who was killed by her husband at the exact same prison during a conjugal visit. Family, what's going on? At this point, all conjugal visits need to be put on pause, suspended, just for now. You shouldn't punish everybody for the actions of a few. But damn, 2 murders, 2 women, during conjugal visits at the same prison within months apart? Now you got to go back and see, well, how many more women have been murdered by their husbands or their spouses or anybody during conjugal visits at that same prison? Mule Creek, we got a problem. Here's what I can't understand, fam. How is it with all the men in the world, and you know where I'm going with this, do a woman pick a dude that's incarcerated to share her life with? Now, Stephanie, from what I understand, met her dude while she was locked up. She met and married him while she was locked up. I'm not sure about the history of Tania's case, but in any event, Tania's husband was in jail for attempted murder. He had shot a woman in the head and left her for dead. Stephanie's husband was in prison for 4 murders. Yeah, he killed 4 people, and she married him anyway. I can understand, fam, you marry somebody, you think that's the one, and you really don't know, and next thing you know, they killed 4 people. Okay, you got caught off guard, maybe. But you married somebody after you found out they killed 4 human beings? Nah, man, I get it. Maybe 1, maybe 2, but 4, that's a pattern. Yeah, man, what's wrong with these women? I get it, man. Love is hard to find. True love is harder to find. But damn, you gotta be a bit more discerning. You can't never be that desperate, because not only do you put your life in peril, you put the life of your loved ones in peril when you deal with people like that. Because a lot of times these dudes, they may be locked up for life, but they've made friends who went out into the free world, and they may direct them to do something to somebody for a small favor. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. That's a bad idea. Damn. Being in a relationship is hard enough, but you gonna go find somebody that's locked up? Besides the fact that they're locked up, you got to put your life on hold to go and see them every weekend for several hours out of your day. You got to stop and act like you really care what's going on when they call you, every time they call you. And maybe you do, I don't know. But, I've been around enough times where people who are in prison, they just be calling just to call. They don't really even want nothing. They just be calling. Hey, what y'all doing? Freedom. I don't get it, fam. I guess it's different strokes for different folks. But, damn. And these women were, attractive women too. They had options. You know what, fam? I think I figured it out. I cracked the code. Why women might choose to date dudes that are locked up. It gives them a sense of control. Ain't nothing like knowing exactly where you do that every single day. Like, you know exactly where he is. He ain't going nowhere, at least until 2038. Yeah. Like, some women might appreciate the fact that the relationship is not as challenging in regards to daily interactions, right? Then you got those women who might think it's some type of high. They get some type of high off the excitement that they're dealing with somebody who took life. You know, he's a killer. I'm dating a killer. You know, gives them some type of sense of purpose, you know, and power, especially women who have probably been overlooked and ran over by people. It's like, nah, he's dating a killer. Now you better leave it alone, even though he ain't never coming home. It just gives them a sense of power, right? For some women, it makes them feel safe. It's crazy. And then, let's face it, fam, you got women who just have low expectations, you know? And then you got the financial element. Some women like the idea that, you know, this guy needs help and they're their only source of financial help. They can actually help this guy. They give him everything that he needs. He's counting on them to provide. And it gives them a sense of purpose, a sense of worth. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.